listen, we're still talking to Ed Sheeran because Troian has some thoughts on that. Troian Bellisario is here with us. Right? What did you think of Ed Sheeran?
I was pretty surprised when I watched. We're like spoiling Game of Thrones. Everybody.
We're not spoiling it.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I know. All right. Anyway, you know Troian, right? She was born with movie making in her blood. Her father is producer Donald Bellisario, and he is right here in this picture with the cast of Jag when he got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Right, and she made her film debut at the age of 3 years old. There you are. In Last
You're a
Rites.
pretty little thing right there.
Most recently, she just finished a 7-year run, of course, on Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah. Yes, and now Troian has written and produced her first indie feature film, Feed, which she also stars in. It's about a young woman who can't let go of the twin brother played by Tom Felton who died, but she still sees.
Liv, I'm worried about you.
Oh, now he wants to look after you.
I'm fine.
I miss him too.
You will not use me to get in my sister's pants.
Can we please not talk about him?
He's gonna go to college. He's gonna meet other girls, smarter, prettier girls who aren't messed up in the head like you.
What happens next year?
He's gonna leave you, Liv.
Ah, here she is with us now.
Yeah.
Wow, this has been a huge year for you. I mean, the end of Pretty Little Liars, of course, and then you jumped right into the debut of this film. That's been kind of like waiting in the wings for a long time.
It has been, yeah. I actually wrote this. I started writing the script of Feed probably a few months before I got Pretty Little Liars. So I've been rewriting it almost like every weekend and hiatus and trying to make it happen while I was shooting the show. And then the fact that it's finally coming out almost a few weeks after we do our final episode is just, it's mind-blowing.
Right.
Has it sunk into you yet that Pretty Little Liars is, you know, season's over?
You know, it did. It sunk in and it hit me in a way to watch that last episode. And I was so grateful that I got to watch it with the majority of the cast and with Marlene and a lot of the writers. And so we got to say goodbye together. But it was so funny because I thought it was going to be like that part of my life was so over. I still go out and all the time people are like, "Oh my God, are you Spencer?" And I'm like,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
it just ended.
So it just ended. And so it's cool because
absolutely.
you get to talk to people about it ending. You get to hear their feelings. You get to I've been sharing my own feelings of sadness with them. So it's been good.
And this new project it's something that's basically near and dear to your heart,
Very
right?
much
Because
so.
the subject matter of it is something that you deal with and have dealt with in your own life.
Yeah. I wanted to write a film that sort of touched on some themes and some struggles that I've had in my life with battling my own eating disorder and struggling with my own disease, and I channeled it into this film, and now it's going to be out into the world.
And you've said this is all about control, really. Is it the eating disorder, that is?
There's a lot of different factors. There's a lot of reasons that it can manifest in somebody. There's a genetic predisposition that's mixed with a sort of like socio experience, economic background, but it really affects a lot of different people for many different reasons. And I think that the main thing that I was so drawn to about wanting to share my experience was that I felt that it is greatly misunderstood, and I just wanted there to be a larger conversation so that so many people could come forward with, this is my story in a way, but also I wanted other people to come forward with their stories, men and women of all different races and backgrounds who are also affected by it.
You and tell us your story. Anorexia, and at what age were you, and what were you doing when you were struggling?
I guess I started to really struggle with this probably when I was maybe 16, 17, and then I sort of silently battled with it until I sought treatment at about 19, and still in treatment and recovery until this day. It's an ongoing thing, and every day is different, and I have been speaking to more and more people since I've come out publicly with the fact that this is something that I've dealt with in my past and continue to deal with, and it's been wonderful to get to talk to people about it. I feel really grateful.
So this is the first project that you've done on your own. Now, did you really do it on your own? You have this, famous father. You've been in the business for a long time. How much help did you get from, hey, Dad, what should I do with this? Or Dad, what should I do with that?
Honestly, my father's always been pretty hands-off. He's always been incredibly supportive, but he also made it very clear to me from a young age that if I was going to do anything, it was going to be on my own. So I remember when I wrote the first 30 pages of Feed a long time ago, and I brought them to him, and he said, great, I don't want to read it until you have a finished draft. And then when I brought it to him, he said, I don't want to read it until you've done a few more drafts. And then finally, it was like, I called him, when we were going to make it, and he was like, all right, great, I can't wait to see it. But he was very much just sort of like, if you're going to do this, you're going to do this on your own. You can come and you can ask me my advice, and I will always support you. But he's like, this is your story and your experience. And he was very clear that he didn't want to put his influence on that.
Interesting. Yeah, good for
Yeah.
you. Tell us about this beautiful picture and congratulations.
that guy.
Yeah. How about that guy right there in that picture?
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm really
when
into
did
him.
you guys get married?
I know, thank God, right? That would be so awkward if I was like, who? We got married this past December. I keep on feeling like, it's almost going to be a year. No, not quite.
No. Has it been that bad?
It's still fresh.
No,
Yeah, it's still so young.
No, it's been actually awesome. It's been so wonderful because for our entire relationship, because I was on Pretty Little Liars and he was shooting Suits, we've been in a long-distance relationship. And this has been the first year, because I have not been shooting, that I can actually be in the same city. And it is such a relief, because we're like, oh my God, I like you. Oh my God, I can actually spend 48 hours
That's
with
for
you.
real.
No, but it's for real.
That's
because
for real.
we'd
Yes.
only had windows of time with each other. So to suddenly get married after 7 years of hanging out for 48, 24 hours, to be together for a week and be like, I still really like you. It's a relief. It's awesome.
No, that's for real. That's a big deal. What's his name again?
His name is Patrick Adams, and he's just, he's incredible. He was just texting me backstage because he knows this is it's a big thing for me to be coming out with, and he's been so supportive.
You did a great job, and you will help a lot of people with that. So
I really appreciate that. That's
yeah.
my greatest hope for this
Yeah.
film.
We want to let you know that Feed will be available tomorrow on demand and on all digital platforms.
Very nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.